Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and now this is actually a really big thing. Again, they are announcing an emergency maintenance for Global. Again, I don't want to say that I predicted it, but I did kind of call this out in the beginning. I did say that they were probably going to end up doing this, again, because of the big issues that they were having. So basically, if you guys, don't know, or just really haven't been paying attention, Global as of lately, ever since they released update 4.13, again, that was like the newest update that we were gonna get, that JP had before us. Basically it was gonna add the support memory items into the database, but they didn't want it to actually be part of the game, because again, it would significantly impact the overall layout of the game. You would have your 4 slots for items, and then you would have the support memory one. Again, they didn't want to actually release that before the anniversary, because they're going to release it during the anniversary. So again, with the update, they try to make it so that the new stuff would be entered into the game, the whole giant form thing, all of that, but without actually including the support memory from the database. And what resulted was that support items couldn't be used. So if you try to use a support item, it would instantly just kick you out of the game, which was pretty annoying. And because of that, they took away, I believe it was Infinite Dragon Ball History, Super Battle Road, the Legendary Goku event, not Easy A's, because again, just any event that doesn't require like items. Again, Dokkan events, not really. Again, you can beat those relatively easily. Story events, the quest, things like that. But basically everything else was absolutely canceled. You couldn't use it at all. Nothing, zilch, nada. And again, this has been going on for a bit now. Actually, if we take a look at this, actually, let me try to pull up the maintenance. So it started on the 9th, and it's the 15th, and the maintenance is going to start on the 16th. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, for a total of 6 days, almost an entire week, you couldn't access Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, Infinite Dragon Ball History, basically any type of content in the game, you could not access at all. Now, with the Dokkan Volume 4 being announced, it's right here. Of course, we're gonna live stream this. I'm recording this at 8:40, so this video is probably gonna go up, right when I'm live streaming it. But again, I kind of predicted, that they were gonna release some sort of update either before or after this, Volume 4, recording. Again, this is a pre-recorded thing, that they're doing. Again, I did say that they were probably gonna do that. I never actually made a video on it, but again, to myself, I was just, kind of saying, they're obviously gonna try to fix this, because again, for the Saiyan Day celebration, JP Dokkan just got this new mechanic called the Revival mechanic. Again, we saw it during the 6-year anniversary, so I personally think that they were probably going to release some sort of unit that has a Revival mechanic. Again, with a lot of people going for, Broly, specifically Dragon Ball Z Broly. Again, we'll see who they release. For all we know, they could release a Kefla or a Caulifla. Again, that's kind of far-fetched. Or maybe they might even, introduce a transforming Gogeta, from the Janemba movie. They might even do him out of the blue, out of nowhere, on both versions of the game. Who knows? And again, that could use the Revival mechanic for some reason. So again, my prediction is they're probably going to introduce the Revival mechanic prematurely into the game, but again, they did not want to have the support memories actually be in the game's data until the anniversary. So again, they're obviously gonna add some sort of new update, which is gonna be 4.14, to fix the issues that were happening with the game. So now that that's out of the way, again, they're talking about here, so it's gonna start on the 16th, like I said, from 18 Pacific Standard Time. I'm not really familiar with military time, so again, someone who knows more about that can probably do the math right there. Again, obviously it's going to be a maintenance. Now, in terms of compensation, I do want to really touch on this. If we go over here, see if I can find it in the Dokkan wiki, but in terms of rewards, I don't think players should probably expect a huge amount of compensation to be given out. Obviously a decent amount. A big example is this right here, the STR UI Goku Global refund. This right here was a big thing that people were talking about. This is what was going on. The UI Goku Global refund. This was the biggest thing ever. So, if we go over here to a tweet from Garesh, again, a full Dragon Store refunds are here. Again, for anybody who is unfamiliar with it, what happened was that the New Year Step Up banner, the one that gives you a guaranteed LR on the 5th step, had UI Goku on the, well, people, thought UI Goku was going to be on the actual banner. But if we go down here, again, people assumed that he was going to be on the banner, but he never, they purposely left him out of the data pool. I'm trying to find a good article about that, but there does not appear to be any. So what basically they did, unfortunately I'm not able to actually show you guys, but what they did is that they refunded everybody's stones who summoned. So for example, I believe it is, I spent 250, so I only did one rotation. Again, so they gave me 250 stones back because why? It was a full refund. So again, do I think people, or do I really think that they're going to give us that many stones? Probably not. I don't expect them to give us, that insane amount of stones. Again, I mean, that's a different story. That's, an actual, like, a summon based thing. But because I think they actually acknowledge the issues with the game, they later on had an announcement in game saying like, hey, we see this issue, we know it's here, we're gonna fix it. And now they're finally responding to the issue, which again, it had to have been a pretty big issue, because again, it took them literally, if we're taking it from the 9th, it literally took them like 6 days, technically 7, a full week to actually go ahead and resolve the issue, because again, an entire week to fix like one little thing in the game, that is the support memories and all that, not wanting it to be released with the whole update itself. That's pretty big. Again, also with the item glitch, again, I have no clue how to run a game. It could be hard as hell for all I know. But again, it must be a pretty big thing if it took them that long to actually respond to it. And I guess, people going down here to like talking about, compensation. Some people are joking about it, that they're really not going to compensate the players that much. Now, my best guess is, again, actually what this guy said right here. I know this is probably not going to be ideal for most players, but 30 stones. In my opinion, 30 stones is probably the most that they're going to go. Usually during maintenances that take a little longer, they'll give out maybe 5-7 stones. But again, of course, this is nowhere, compared to that. Again, this was a maintenance that was not only really long, but it basically put the game out of commission for a whole week. So, again, maybe 30 stones is what I can see them doing. If they somehow out of the blue give us like maybe, let's like really highball it and say like 100 stones, just 100 stones right out of the gate, boom. I think that would be a really appropriate response. Again, I wouldn't really expect it to be just dragon stones that they're gonna give out. I would also probably expect them to do like keys, meat, training items, Hercule statues. They'll probably, in order not to give out stones, because again, they are a business at the end of the day. They want to make money. They want people to spend. They're probably gonna give us like training items, which I personally don't mind. Hidden potential system, items, themselves. They actually might try giving that to us instead of, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, in terms of rewards, either it's going to be maybe like 30 stones, just flat out here, 30 stones, or it could be, like maybe 25 stones with like keys, meat, support items, not support items. Yeah, support items, and, maybe training items, something like that. But again, don't expect things to be super, super crazy in terms of rewards. I know that's not what people want to hear, but it's the truth. At the end of the day, like I said, they're a business. They want to make money. They're not just going to give out things for free. And I know people might get really mad at me for saying that, but again, it is what it is. That's just the honest truth about it. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. again, I think, you know, it's an appropriate response that they're doing. Again, I have no idea how hard it is to, you know, manage this game, update it, all that good stuff. You know, I am by no means the expert on it. But again, I think it's just really, really good that they're finally taking the time to go ahead and respond to this. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. And I'll see you guys next time.